The school trip of a lifetime. Do you have what it takes? This breakdown of Battle Royale, spoiler alert for those who haven't seen the film. We appreciate the hard work poured into every frame. Join us by supporting upcoming content, click like, pound that subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Let's get started. At the crack of the new millennium, Japan decided to spice up its educational system with the Millennium Educational Reform Act, the BR Act. We've got a winner from a middle school, Class E. In this year's Battle Royale, providing school trip in Japan can be a real survivor of the fittest. Suya Nanahara's life takes a turn for the dramatic. Dad hung from the ceiling, encouraging messages on toilet paper from his dad doesn't help. And if that's not enough, mom bailing out in 4th grade. Classic parenting. Now, meet Noriko. She apologizes for being late. The teacher gets a surprise stab in the ass by Nobu, and from there, it's a school year that's anything but ordinary. Classroom B is on a school trip. Little do they know it's not your typical field day. They will likely never see their parents again. There's a military presence and Noriko's handing out cookies to her crush, Suya. Where Suya wakes up woozy, everyone's knocked out, and the bus stewardess appears with a gas mask. The gang wakes up in a dark room with a bomb collar from the thrift store. Kitano-sensei, their old homeroom teacher, walks in like it's just another day of school. Except, there's a tiny detail. They have to eliminate each other. We've got a bomb going off, a throw knife, and poor Noriko catches a bullet. This is algebra from hell. It's time for a video demonstration. Everyone will be fighting on a 10-kilometer uninhabited island. The island is divided, cutoff zones and death lists will be announced 4 times a day. If you are in a cutoff zone, your necklace bomb will alarm and go off. Everyone gets a random backpack with essentials and a random weapon. The necklace are not removable. It's water resistant, shockproof and sweatproof. Free of charge, it will only cost you your life. The goal is to be the last one standing in 3 days. The BR Act begins now. A roll call for attendance. Weapon distribution starts. Bandana and Blondie joins the party, ushering in the chaos. Suya finds Tendo with an arrow in her neck, and the killing starts. 2 down, 38 remaining. Suya got a potlet and Noriko has binoculars. There's a double suicide outside. Mitsuko finds Megumi, steals her weapon, and slits her throat. They encounter Oki with an axe. Suya's potlet skills come in handy, causing a deadly accident. Because who needs PE class when you got survival skills? This accident is witnessed by Yuko hiding in the bushes. A Japanese Einstein appears, spitting out different formulas, witnessing the event and expressing willingness to survive and get into a good school. Bandana, our mysterious man, shows up. He's got some solid advice. Stop trusting anyone and recognize the seriousness of the game. 2 girls on a cliff use a broadcaster to plead for everyone to stop fighting and meet them. Not a wise move, considering Blondie shows up and wipes them out. The second announcement has Kitano suggesting a lunch break from the assassination, updating the list and crossing off more zones. Mizuko stunts another student, sees the gun, and retaliates. At this point, we have 23 remaining. Noriko faints due to a fever from the gunshot. The map reveals a clinic outside the village, prompting them to head there. Bandana greets potlet and binoculars at the clinic, helping to patch up Noriko with expired medication, revealing his father was a doctor. Bandana prepares a meal for everyone, saying the food is good because his dad was a chef. Hiroki with a tracker weapon is on a mission to find 2 girls. Meanwhile, Mimura the tech boy plays chemist and orders his boys to gather a bizarre shopping list of fertilizers, pesticides, charcoal, sulfur, and kerosene. Chikusa has a track and field flashback with Hiroki and realizes she's stuck on the island. Nita decides to confess his love to Chikusa in the cringiest way possible. Ugh, I barf. He threatens her sexually as well. Chikusa, the Kill Bill queen, warned him not to mess with her, and the silly boy shot her in the face. Uh-oh. Cue Go-Go from Kill Bill at going straight for the reproductive area. Mitsuko crashes the party, smirking at Chikusa. She takes her shot at Chikusa. It's time for that sprint marathon. Hiroki finds Chikusa in her final moment. Turns out, Hiroko didn't feel the same way. Despite the rejection, she's grateful he's there at last. Kitano expressing disappointment in the slow killing and adding more danger zone per hour. He tells the kids they're slacking off. The trio enjoys dinner with Bandana revealing his past as the winner a few years ago. Bandana shares the story of his final moments with his girlfriend, Keiko. As the neck bomb beeped, Keiko took the initiative and shot Bandana. In response, he shot her back. In her last moment, Keiko smiled and thanked him. Confused by the meaning of her final expression, Bandana re-enters the game to unreveal its significance. He then discloses to the group there's a way to escape the game. Handing out a gun to Shuya, he declares their intention to get out together. A biker is being chased and Blondie's counter-strike mode is on. The biker seeks refuge in the clinic and Blondie eventually catches up. Bandana mentioned that Blondie likely joined the game for the thrill of killing. Inside the clinic, the trio hatches a plan to regroup at the shrine. The biker, feeling invincible in his bulletproof vest, gets a nasty surprise from Blondie, who wields a samurai knife that is a KO. One boy down. Chaos ensues as a biker grenade is thrown into the clinic. Suya bravely steps up, attempting to divert Blondie's attention. In a daring move, he and Hiroki leap into the ocean to escape gunfire, both sustaining gunshot wounds in the process. Suya awakes in a lighthouse, saved by Hiroki and accompanied by 5 girls. Yuzumi informs him that Binocular and Bandana are safe, as he missed several reportings. However, Hiroki, on a quest to find his love, leaves once again. Yuzumi questions Suya about an axe incident witnessed by Yuko, who's frightened. Suya denies intentional harm, explaining it was an accident. Yuzumi, understanding, feels assured. Suya optimistically mentions a collective escape plan. Yuzumi locks the door as some girls are uncomfortable with a guy around. Yuko reveals her weapon is poison. Still thinking Shuya is a threat from Oki's accident, Yuko poisons Suya's food secretly. This girl cannot be trusted. Another girl takes a bite and dies instantly. Satomi panics, grabs a machine gun, and chaos ensues. Chaos erupts as the girls turn on each other. Satomi kills somebody, and others gang up on her. Yuko, ironically the instigator, is the sole survivor. Yuzumi, before her death, calls them idiots, suggesting they might have all survived. Suya, in his locked room, hears the commotion. Yuko opens Suya's door, revealing a kitchen war zone. Suya discovers Yuko's suicide from jumping off the lighthouse. Noriko and Bandana wait for Shuya at the shrine. Noriko dreams of a past encounter with teacher Kitano. Suya struggles in the forest to reach the shrine. Noriko heads out to find Suya. Mitsuko shows up. She confronts Noriko, questioning if she's a princess being protected by 2 men. However, Mitsuko abruptly flees. Upon seeing Kitano with an umbrella, Kitano notes Suya's arrival, gives Noriko the umbrella, and advises against catching a cold. Hiroki reaches an abandoned warehouse, finding Kotohiki. She mistakes him for a threat and shoots him. Hiroki, dying, expressing relief at finding her, urges her to leave, predicts attention from the gunshots, and confesses his crush, expressing love for her smile. Kotohiki is devastated after intentionally killing Hiroki. Mitsuko appears and kills her. A flashback unveils Mitsuko's traumatic childhood, marked by an attempted assault. Growing up in fear, she fended for herself in survival mode. Blondie arrives. Mitsuko fails to attack him, leading to her demise. 8 remaining. Blondie takes her weapons and departs, marking Mitsuko's end. Kitano Sensei announces the death. The trio decides to find Mimura. Mimura successfully hacks the BR system, but Kitano shuts down the power for a system restart. Blondie interrupts the tech boys preparing to load the bomb. The bomb explodes, creating a fiery scene. The trio witnesses Blondie emerging unharmed like the Walking Dead. Bandana battles Blondie, now blind due to an explosion. Bandana won, leaving 3 remaining. Suya shares his tragic past about his parents as the BR crew listens in. However, Bandana betrays the trust, revealing a gun and shooting both Suya and Noriko. He declares himself the winner. The BR mission concludes, and Kitano announces Bandana Shoko Kawana as the winner. Kitano asks the army to leave. Bandana, severely injured, arrives. Kitano offers him a beer and questions his decision not to go home. Kitano checks Bandana's necklace with a remote, revealing a non-functional bomb, suggesting a potential hack. Angry at the cheating, Kitano Sensei pulls out a gun. Palette and binocular arrives. Kitano Sensei, satisfied to see Noriko alive, reveals a drawing with her at the center, expressing his desire for her to win. In a surprise turn, Kitano encourages Noriko to end his life. The trio removes their collars, thinking it's over. Kitano Sensei's cell phone rings, scolding from his daughter, Shiori. He shoots the phone, signaling his readiness to rest in peace. Bandana, realizing he won't survive, heads to the back of the boat. The trio reflects on the island's beauty and tragic memories. In his final moments, Bandana expresses gratitude for finding a true friend and understands Keko's final moments. Kitano's flashback to the riverbank turns sentimental. He recognizes Noriko's pure heart, a girl filled with kindness. Noriko and Suya are now the most wanted criminals. The future is uncertain, but they must move on. Who knew this trip would change their entire life? Join us by supporting upcoming content, click like, pound that subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching.